Johnson, which door would we like to open, gentlemen? It's like a game show.
Let's go for Sarr. Give the big man some
Let's
love.
go ahead and get to it.
Double.
That's what I'm saying. double on the season with my man Sarr. Let's go with it. His 10th double-double. Let's go ahead and make him the Clark Construction hard hat player of the game. Again, his 10th double-double on the season. Not to be outdone with the career high, tying his career high with 6 blocks. Oh, by the way, he's had his 6th game with 25 or more points this season alone. Shout out to you, Alex Sarr. 13th game with 20 or more points. His 14th game with 3 or more blocks. You kind of noticing there's a pattern here for the big man inside, is it not, John?
Yeah, he's doing a great job. Like you said, we knew he was a defensive guy, but what he's doing offensively. Early on in the first half, he came out shooting a 3, taking the big man out the paint. But what I love is 9 more rebounds in the second half. What we talked about, we want Alex Sarr to rebound. He had 3 at half, ended up with 12, so that's a big game for him, and I'm super excited.
Big time for him, protecting the rim. 6 blocks. My goodness, this
6.
man prides himself on defense, but he was attacking the offense. He was making sure to stay aggressive. He wasn't shying away from Clingan. Clingan did a really good job of making it difficult for him, but Alex kept putting the pressure on the offensive end.
Taking a look right now at scoring and stifling. The most games with 20 or more points and 5 or more blocks this season. Yep. Alex Sarr. I love the fact that Alex and Wemby, the 2 Frenchmen, are always right there at the top. But well done by Alex, his 3rd time with 20 or 5 and more. Let's give some other acknowledgments out. The number 15. It's important. Why? Because that's the amount of games that Trae Johnson has knocked down 3 or more threes. The kid's hotter than fish grease. That's a Chris Miller line. I'm not paying.
Way to give him credit.
I just said I'm not
going to bar. Take your bar if you want to take your bar, Wes.
I'm trying to be right about it.
Take your
bar.
bar.
Here's the thing. Trae's standing by right now with Megan McPeak. So let's listen into this post-game interview.
Trae, yesterday, you, Keyshawn, and Alex were all named to the Rising Stars, and the 3 of you put on one heck of a second-half performance. Just talk about the synergy the 3 of you guys were able to play with down the stretch.
I think it's just finding one another, wanting everybody else to, like everybody on the team wants somebody else to succeed, I think that was the biggest part, and just making the right play, I think.
Defensively, there were times where they were able to get the better of you guys, go on a bit of a run. BK calls a timeout, and whatever the message was, it was sent, heard, and you guys then delivered on a run of your own. Just talk about the mental fortitude you all have played with in these competitive games.
It was just really on defense. I feel like that's sometimes how we give up leads or how teams are able to come back with just us not being focused on the defensive end. Sometimes maybe taking bad shots, but when we lock back in on defense, we're a pretty hard team.
When you guys know that Alex is anchoring the defense in the way that he can protect the rim, how much does that take the pressure off of you all on the perimeter? But how good of a dang shot blocker is he?
He's a great. We're able to pressure up knowing that we got somebody like him at the rim. We just got to do a better job of cracking down, boxing out his man.
I don't know if Bub untied your shoes, but just be careful when you walk away. Congrats on the win, Trae.
Thank you.
At least you gave him the heads up. Yo. Okay, we're going to have some. Why you got so many towels around the boys?
He put towels around his shoes. He tied towels around his shoes.
That is why I love sports. The fraternity or the sorority, to whatever side of the game you play. That's what we all miss as athletes, right? The ability to mess with each other. Now, how often?
No. I didn't mess with him. He didn't mess with me. We had a nice agreement.
Cool. But you build a brotherhood, like you said. You build a brotherhood, and there's a lot of fun in there, a lot of excitement. And you can tell there are 2 young guys that's having a lot of fun. They're excited. They got a big win. You know what I mean? They're enjoying that. And you can tell, like, people wonder, are they cool? Are they not cool? They always saying it, they saying that. But other 2 young guys that want to be special in this league, and they challenge each other on both ends of the floor. And now they got to win. Why not have a little fun?
Come on. I love seeing the fact that they're super supportive of each other. Again, Trae with another game with 3 or more made threes. He continues to show that he belongs. Like, for me, as soon as this season started, Rising Stars was never out of reach for a guy like Trae Johnson because you knew once they get to see what we've seen here in D.C., it was only a matter of time.
Well, he's in the gym all the time. They're worried about what he's going to do outside of the game of basketball because he loves basketball so much. But that's why you get the consistency out of him. He practices every game shot that he's shooting out there on the practice court before the game. He's making sure to work on his handles, work in situational basketball when he's going into pick and roll. But everybody thinks, oh, you're labeled as a shooter. You should just stand in one spot and shoot the basketball. Trae can do a plethora of different things, whether it's off the dribble and pick and roll, getting to the rim, being challenged by bigs, finishing at the rim. He's got a lot in his bag that a lot of people have not seen in his college game, but he's worked on, and it's transferring into his pro game.
And let's not be remiss and think that it's only offense about Trae. That block that he had tonight reminded me of a block he had a couple of days ago. Trae can defend the ball. You might not want to let them get past you. But here's another cool stat that I think you guys didn't realize tonight when it comes to these Wizards. They have something up their sleeves, and I want to shout out the crew for hooking us up with this one because defensive stats, they matter when it comes to this young Washington Wizards team. I'm excited about it. I'm not going to lie. Did you not
cliffhanger?
Oh, it's a cliffhanger. That's what we do here. Here's the thing about defense on this team. Yeah, we love the blocks. Thank you, Alex Sarr. We want to see more of that. But this is the first game with 15 steals and 10 blocks since January 23rd of 1987. I'm not going to tell you all the songs that I know that came out in 1987, Jason.
I'll tell you one thing.
What you got?
I wasn't even born yet.
Oh, boy. So that means I am the elder statesman on this show. I think Shake You Down might have been one of those songs from back then. And that was actually before Coming to America, or is that before Harlem Nights? Wow, I'm old.
You're talking to yourself right now because I was only a year old.
You know what, then? I'll do the post game by myself.
Go for it. 1987. West Hall. Take it away.
You said a great movie in Harlem Nights.
Boy, that's one of my favorite movies. Quit shooting that thing. All right. Anyway, let's get back serious before somebody gets mad at me. How often is it you have a team that gives you, 16 steals and 12 blocks? Let's talk defense. How important is that for that, and rare for that to happen along?
Well, that's great. I think it's great. It could be like an identity for them, a culture thing for them, what they're trying to build. But like they said, they have a shot blocker back there. They have other guys that can defend at a high level, and your guards are pressuring. You can get a game like that.
You combine that steals with blocks, that is incredibly hard to go against, especially on a person's home floor. That you go out there and show that type of defense, you can hang your hat on that every single night. Shots might not fall, but defense can travel.
And I love there's a stat that doesn't show up. It's called tone. It's called energy. How many times did Keyshawn give you this? How many times did Alex take the contact and initiate it back? They're letting people know it ain't just on the box score. You're going to have to pay attention to this team. They're not going to make anything easy, and I'm glad that they were able to get it tonight against Portland. But got to take a little reminder here. I'm going to take a quick break. By the way, Monumental Sports teaming up with Chiniga Mayos on their new Veterans Assist program in 2026. For every Wizards assist moving forward this season, Chiniga Mayos is going to donate $25 to the Vigilant Torch Foundation and help support our nation's veterans tonight. The Wizards had 27 assists on the 26 total, is up to 323, and now the total donation is up to $8,075. So shout out to Chiniga Miles for the Veterans Assist. Now I got to remind you that the Wizards are back on Monumental Sports Network on Friday night. There's a reason. Lakers are in town, all right? They're making their way to the district. Pre-game is going to start at 6:30 p.m. ahead of tip-off at 7 o'clock. It will be myself, Mr. Wall, and Mr. Smith. Don't move. We're back for more on Post-Game Live. And this involves Mr. George and Mr. Middleton. How about this? We like defense, first of all, because that's the way we like to do things in the district. Defense creating offense, but in transitions, Keyshawn back to Chris, finishing things off with a nice, easy lay. Keyshawn had 5 dimes. This is one of them. Chris had 19 points. This is 2 of them. The assist of the game brought to you by ZK Sync featuring Keyshawn George and Mr. Chris Middleton. Now let's take a trip into the film room. Let's take a closer look at these 3 balls. They were falling tonight, and I want to take a closer look. We talked about it in pre. What about now on post, guys?
Some good, some bad. Right here, I will take this one as a discombobulated offensive play. Bad shot. You feel like your rush is 29 feet. You got your 5-man shooting the 3, and you're like, no! Okay, that's a good shot. I'll take it. But the next one, I like the defense that leads to good transition offense. 1 of 6 blocks for Alex Sarr leading to a transition. Chris Middleton say, you know what? I'm going to close the defense off. Bilal's over there in the corner for me. Great vision to find your teammate. Knocked it down with confidence.
Yeah, that's a great pass there. And you look at this one situation here. Sarr's right here with the ball. Swing to Bilal. Reject the screen. Pick and pop. We love this. Stretch 5 sometimes. If 5 want to be in the paint like Clingan, he don't want to get out there, knock it down. Then you keep it going. Keep it flowing.
Yes, sir.
Then you go here. Good defense here, picking up the ball. Trae Johnson.
Don't do it to him, Trae.
You got to go low.
Don't do it to him, Trae.
Most people might say bad shot. He's in rhythm. He's in range wherever he's at. It's a heat check for him. I'm shooting this one.
Ooh-wee. Trae Johnson knocking down 3 threes again. I've told you about that.